Hey there fellow art lovers and fans of all things painted. Welcome back to my regular viewers, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Cal and it's great to have you here. It's the third day of Spooky Month and today we're going to paint a blood moon on the rise. I wanted to give this piece plenty of depth, so when sketching out the elements we've got three areas in mind: foreground, midground and background. In the background we've got the first main focus of this piece, a great blood moon rising, and in the midground we've got the dais it's rising over. In the foreground we've got two werewolves, one howling and one snarling, approaching the dais. Back to the background we add in the plains and mountains the blood moon is rising over, and to the midground we add the second focus of this piece, a large werewolf squatting powerfully on the dais. Lastly, in the midground we've got the other werewolves approaching the main werewolf on the dais. A story is beginning to unfold. Who is the werewolf in the centre? And what is drawing all the other lycanthropes toward him? I wanted to put them all in various different poses, both to show their approach to the central lycanthrope and to prevent them looking like they were just copy-pasted around the scene. Now for colour. For this piece I stuck solidly to shades of red and black. The moon is the only light source and all it emits is an eerie blood red light. I started with the moon, which is so large you can easily pick out its mountains and craters. Then the central lycanthrope. I used darker reds for his mid-tone, which made up his whole body, before going in with bright reds to pick out his upper outlines where the moon was shining down upon him. And then dark, almost black, to pick out the shadows underneath where the moonlight doesn't hit, and finally two bright pinpricks of red light for his eyes. I repeated this process for the other werewolves, though the far-off background wolves had a lot less variance in detail and shading. I meandered away from that for a bit to paint the plains and cliffs in a mid-tone desaturated red, and to pick out the light and shadows on the dais, as well as add the cracks and other details to it. Then the foreground lycanthropes, which were in silhouette, with only the moonlight lighting up their outer rims and their eyes. I wanted them in stark contrast to the other elements in the picture, so they would stand out. I added in more details to the background, making it more rocky and adding in the moonlight shining down on the plains. And the sky, dark with a halo of red light around the moon. Lastly, I returned to finish off the midground wolves, make some final tweaks to them and the background, and added some clouds partially obscuring the blood moon. And we're done. It was interesting sticking to a singular hue on this one. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please be sure to leave the video a like and subscribe and ring the bell to see more content. If you want to support my art, you can find a link to my Ko-Fi in the description. And if you want to get straight into some more art, you can go and watch this video for my latest content. Or this one for something random.